Welcome back again, Scorpio. It's August 2024. Dadhichi here. I'm going to start the karmic wheels in motion here. And I want you to pay very, very close attention to this upper part of your horoscope. A lot happening in your career right now, but a particularly important month because on the 4th, we see that lunar transit creating a new moon there with the sun in your career sector. Sun gets its directional strength there. So you've got a lot of energy, vitality, and a lot more confidence right now starting after, I would say, a period where you haven't been altogether in control of what's going on there. Now that is set to change. We see the transformative influence of Pluto here in this 4th sector, your domestic sphere, but that, of course, by reflex, is casting its glance on the career sector as well. Venus, which is there for a little while up until the 5th, transits into the 11th house, just as Mercury is moving into its retrograde motion there in the 11th house. This is a big, big transition, an epiphany of sorts for some of you, where you are realizing friendships are now taking on a completely different complexion, not at all going in this direction which you wanted, but this direction. Honesty is going to be the outcome of this retrograde Mercury. Now, I don't mean you're sort of subversively being dishonest, but sometimes compassion gets the better of you, and when you're weighing up compassion versus truth, your friend turns up in an ugly polka dotted skirt and loves it and asks you what you think. You're not going to tell her it's ugly. You'll spare her due to your compassion any sort of brutal honesty. But that's going to change now. I think you've got to balance that honesty with integrity, honesty with compassion, and look at the associates, friendships that you've had fairly and squarely, and start to make appropriate decisions based upon your actual honest appraisal of the people that you've been with. These people aren't serving you much anymore. But that transit continues till the end of the month. The new moon in the 10th house shows a new approach to your work. That retrograde Mercury on the 15th moving into that career sector. You can see a lot happening in that area. Some difficulties here in the 8th house with your ruler and Jupiter. Not well placed in the 8th. This is the zone of shared resources, finances, banking, interest rates, loans, and also inheritances. This could be where you're striving right now. You need to generate the interest of shoppers, others who want to invest in you. That's if you've got any sort of independent business. But this investment is not just of money, Scorpio. This 8th house is the house of intimacy, sexual intimacy. So it could be that your loved one, your spouse or partner, hasn't been investing in you in terms of the sort of emotional currency. And I think that's something that you need to expand on and explore as a result of this Mars-Jupiter combination. As the month progresses, you'll see that that combo gets less effective. Mars will animate Jupiter. This can make you excessive in terms of your desires, in terms of your intimacy, your sexual appetite, that sort of thing. And so you've got two very distinct displays of energy here astrologically. We started off with that career sector, and here this intimacy sector, where the shared resources are very much part of the picture this month. The full moon on the 20th takes place here in your 5th house. Is that correct? I think not. It takes place actually in this 4th house. I missed that, but it will take place here. 4th house is your family affairs. Let's have a look here. Full moon, yes, in Aquarius here, which is your domestic sphere. You'll notice also Pluto retrograde there. So for some of you, this is still a continuing saga of putting your roots down, feeling comfortable where you live, and transforming that place so that it's reflective of who you are at this stage of your life. You'll be thinking a lot about that because Mercury in its retrograde, and then by the 29th, stationary, very powerful when the planet is retrograde and stationary, also casting its influence there on this domestic sphere, your mother, your hereditary, your family, that sort of thing. A real reappraisal of your relationship with those people in your life as well. Do take a look at what else we've got for you there on what's happening this month, August 2024, at astrology.com.au. Lots to wade through. Dailies, weeklies, and yearly readings, all fitting together to give you a composite picture of what's happening in your life. Click like, click subscribe. We need that. We need your support there. And we need to see you here next month again. I'll be here waiting for you. Take care. Look after yourself. Bye-bye.